Hello, you lost man kittens, and welcome to episode 5 of Learning with Smiter. Today we will be learning about Mahatma Gandhi, one of the biggest campaigners in liberation of India from the British. Mahatma Gandhi was born in 1869 in the northwest of India, a time when India was not in control of the decisions that were made about its future. He was born in a higher caste, meaning he had more opportunities than most Indians. For more on the caste, watch the second episode of Learning with Smiter, link in the description. Gandhi grew up with his parents and was arranged to marry Kasturba at the age of 13. They had 4 children, the first at the age of 18, all of which became freedom fighters. He wasn't happy in college, so he moved to London to study. London is the capital of the United Kingdom and Britain and England. An opportunity few Indians got. When he finished studying, he moved back to India. In search of a job, he went to Africa to work for 1 year when he was angered by the apartheid. Apartheid is just the separation of white people and black people. He was kicked off a train for not being white. He was also asked to remove his turban by a white man. He lived in South Africa for 21 years until he returned to India. He asked the person who represented the King of Britain to give all India independence in a polite letter, saying he would begin a string of peaceful protests of civil disobedience if they didn't say yes. The representative purposefully said no and ignored Gandhi's request. So Gandhi marched from his home in a political protest to collect salt from Indian beaches, which was forbidden, to campaign against the unfair treatment and tax on salt. They also refused to pay tax on salt to get the Americans on their side, to the comparison of the refusal to pay taxes on tea in the American Revolution. Later, he was arrested and put in jail for 2 years. In 1942, 2 years after World War II, India was granted independence from Britain. Gandhi was against the split of India and Pakistan, as he thought it would start war. He was later proved right. But he thought Pakistan should be paid money for loss of property because Pakistan was much smaller in comparison with India. But some were against this because they thought they would use it to buy lethal weapons. On the 30th of December, he was shot 3 times in the chest by a Hindu man who didn't like his tolerance of Muslims on his way to pray. His birthday is now a national holiday in India. Here are some of Gandhi's many quotes. There's too many to include in this video. An eye for an eye only makes the world blind. Live like you will die tomorrow. Learn like you will live forever. There are many causes I would die for, but none I would kill for. Love the sinner, hate the sin.